Can we have a moment for Jon Ossoff?
Hi, Eugene.
I love him. I love him. He's a beautiful man. I really like him. If he wanted to sit on my face, I wouldn't be mad about it. That's all I'm saying. Hello everyone, welcome to Can We Have a Moment? I am your host, Adam Carroll, and today we are talking about Jon Ossoff. If you don't know who Jon Ossoff is, you are living under a rock. I feel like I say that a lot. Yeah, he's just, he's stunning to look at. Like, he's beautiful. I love him. I wish he would grow out his hair just like a little bit more. Like, I would love like a middle part and like a thing. I would love it. That's all I'm saying. I think he's beautiful, stunning. He's got a lot of the right views. He's got charisma. He knows how to give a speech. He knows, like, there's something just fire, magic about him. I really like him. He's got that big dick energy. He's got some big dick energy. Okay. So, Jon Ossoff, he's senator of Georgia. We're going to need you to calm down, sir. Calm down. I'm going to get your bone. Okay. Jon Ossoff recently was given a speech somewhere. I'm assuming in Georgia, probably. He's great. He's just so great. And the speech is going viral. He's just so good at giving speeches. But he brought up Miss NATALIE HARP. If you don't know who NATALIE HARP is, girl. NATALIE HARP is Donald Trump's human printer, also known as the human printer. She is his aide. She is not an elected official, and she just is his bestie. They are together always. If you may have noticed, if you follow any of his tweets in the last, like, I would say, like, year or so, maybe, all of his, like, social, whatever the fuck his thing's called, tweets, social truths or whatever, they've all suddenly started getting very, like, the grammar's correct, the spelling's correct, everything's like, ooh, this is written really nicely. And you know Donald Trump doesn't know how to use grammar, so you know he's not writing it. And lo and behold, it's NATALIE HARP.
Traveling from India to California with an unshakable dream to be the scientist.
How many people are watching?
Can we tell how many, Dan? How many people are watching?
She's talking about how great San Francisco was before she destroyed it. A lot of talk about childhood. We've got to get to the border, inflation, and crime.
He's not proposing a single policy.
NATALIE HARP also will print out articles for him to, like, fluff him. You know? To make him feel good about himself. And yeah, that's kind of what she does. And she's on his ass all the time. She's like in love with this man. There's pictures of her looking at him, like in the Oval Office and stuff, and she's just there, looking at him like the girl from Obsession after the fucking wish was made. Like, obsessed. Like, this girl's clearly obsessed. There's rumors going around that the Secret Service has deemed her as, like, a fucking threat because she's so obsessed with this. She's, like, estranged from her family members because she's so obsessed with him, and, like, it's weird. She used to have a show back in the day, like a news show, and apparently she would, like, sign off either quoting the Bible or quoting Trump. Like, she's obsessed. She is fucking obsessed. It's weird. So weird. And I hope one day we get a movie called HARP. And it's just a fucking horror movie about NATALIE HARP's obsession with Donald Trump. And how fucking weird it is. I'd watch it. Okay. We're gonna play the clip of Jon Ossoff talking about NATALIE HARP and just, you know, all the things at this event speech that he gave. Okay, let's do this.
And there's something uniquely despicable about lying a nation into war. Treating citizens as fools and those who serve as pawns.
It's not something America has ever done before. Sorry, like, I know he is trying to make a really good point, but, like, come on, dude. You got the Iraq War. There's, like, Vietnam. Like, you know, there's...
Aboard the USS Abraham Lincoln, they've now been at sea for 240 plus days without a port call. It's a Navy record. And still they serve with excellence.
Oh my God, yeah. Have you guys heard about the ships and shit that are out in the fucking ocean and, like, can't get back, and there's no other contact with them? They're having like, sailors and shit, like, try and commit suicide. They're jumping off board. There's no food. The food that is there is, like, barely cooked. It's gross. Like, it's a fucking mess. It is a mess. Like, people are trying to kill themselves. Like, it's just a mess. It's a mess.
And while the sailors on the Lincoln fight his war, while he fruitlessly drains our munitions and oil reserves, the president sleeps through his meetings.
Is anybody else just kind of wishing he'd take his shirt off? Or is that just me? Like, why is that still on, sir?
He golfs and trades stocks. See, he doesn't want to do the job. He wants to build his ballroom and travel with Natalie on their apparently defenseless flying palace gifted by the Emir of Qatar.
So all he did was, like, mention her name. That's all he did. That's all he did. He mentioned her name. Mentioned her name. It clearly, you know, poked the beast. It clearly rubbed some people on the right the wrong way. Because, you know, you can't criticize the right. You can only criticize the left. And when you criticize the left, it tends to be a lot of projection. So, here's Scott Jennings. Scott Jennings, who I don't know why CNN still employs him. He is nothing but misinformation. It's false shit. They have to put out statements about him constantly because he's full of shit. And yet they still pay him to come on and act as if this is a WWE event. And it's not. It's news. It's real people's lives. Here is his opinion on Jon Ossoff attacks, I guess, on Natalie.
What he did with Natalie HARP, though, is something different. He didn't attack the president. He took an unknown presidential aide. She's not elected anything. She's not a household name. She's not a public figure. And he basically communicated that the only reason she has her job in the White House is because, hey, that's what Republican women are good for, right? Wink, wink, that's how they get their jobs in politics. I think he's a disgusting coward.
He didn't say that specifically, clear, but your intimation is what you think happened. Go ahead.
Well, if you're arguing that he could have had any other possible meaning, I don't know how you would conclude anything other. You heard the crowd. They were in there clapping like seals. Now, the Party of Women likes to tell us that, you know, we're here for women's rights and we're going to promote women. And then you've got one of their leading candidates for president out dragging an unknown woman who's gone off to serve her government through the mud, insinuating that the only possible reason she could have a job in politics is because she's a concubine for a politician. It's disgusting. He went on MS Now and got asked about it, and he wouldn't defend it.
Get out of here.
He wouldn't defend it. He was a coward for not defending it. He's willing to do it in a scripted rally, but he's not willing to defend it after the fact. It's despicable.
Ashley?
Okay, the fact that you are... Stop moving on. Stop moving on. When Scott Jennings says stupid shit, call him out. Holy mother of God. The president of the United States is an alleged pedophile and has allegations up the wazoo about him. And Scott Jennings is going to, oh my God, he said Natalie's name in a speech. How dare he? You snowflakey little piece of shit. Like, oh my God. Are you kidding me? It's absolutely insane. This is absolutely fracking insane. here is a reporter asked Trump about it.
Mr. President, yesterday Jon Ossoff said you'd rather travel with your aide, NATALIE HARP, and build the ballroom than do your job as president. What is your response, Jon Ossoff?
You mean Pee Wee Herman? Pee Wee Herman lookalike?
Ooh, burn! Yeah, the room really laughed at that one.
No, I would much rather do other things. We're building a great facility here. We're fixing a White House that hasn't been taken care of. You can look at this. This room was a disgraceful situation, the Oval Office, and it was let go. The whole building, the White House, was let go. The exteriors were falling apart. The columns were falling apart. The whole place was a mess. In addition, they've been trying to get a ballroom for the last 150 years. And when I said I was going to build a ballroom, the military asked if they could see me. And they say, sir, we have an opportunity to go down deep into the ground and build a military facility to go to the White House and to go with all of Washington, D.C., which would be so valuable.
Doesn't really acknowledge the question. He just goes off and talks about his ballroom and how he needs to have a bunker under there so he can hide out when he's either voted out of office or the fucking, mob come for him. Okay, here is Jon Ossoff on Jen Psaki's show on MS Now, and she asks him about the whole NATALIE HARP thing.
The reason I asked about NATALIE HARP is because it's kind of raised this question out there, more questions about her. He is surrounded by sycophants, no question. I just talked about that. But you specifically mentioned her, and I just wonder why.
Well, I've heard this particular aide referred to as his security blanket. And I think we could say that about any number of the senior aides in the White House. They're not telling him what he needs to hear. They're telling him what he wants to hear. And the nation is at war, and we cannot afford that. We need a team in the White House. We need folks at the State Department, at the Defense Department, in the United States Congress who take their jobs seriously. Those sailors out on the Lincoln, they do their jobs with excellence and dedication every single day. They didn't sign up for luxury. They signed up to defend the country. And the president, surrounded by enablers in the West Wing, is playing golf, is trading stock, and is decorating his ballroom. It's a disgrace, all while American families in Georgia and across the country pay more for just about everything as a direct result of his failed economic policy and his failed foreign policy.
Honestly, what I would give for this man to spit in my face. If he spit in my face, I wouldn't be mad about it. I really wouldn't. I would not be mad. I really wouldn't. Listen, not sure what Scott Jennings is getting to. It sounded like he defended his comments because I think Scott Jennings meant to say something else instead of defend. He defended his comments very well. Scott Jennings is an idiot. The fact that NATALIE HARP is like a security blanket for the President of the United States is fucking weird. Where's your wife, bro? Where's your wife? And Jennifer Welch on iHip News talks about this all the time. Why don't these reporters ask people in the administration, well, why is NATALIE HARP unmarried? Why doesn't she have kids? Shouldn't she be at home with her people? The Democrats don't give a shit about that stuff, but MAGA cares about that stuff, and so do Republicans, clearly. So I think we need to start calling them out on their bullshit. Abso-fucking-lutely. Before we go, I want to play this last little clip. If you don't know who Wab Kinew is the premier of Manitoba in Canada. And I love this man. Love him, love him, love him. I wish at some point in our lives, I hope he runs for prime minister. He'd kick ass. He'd be amazing. Obviously, he needs to become the leader of the NDP. Avi Lewis is doing a great job doing that right now. But I am obsessed with Wab Kinew. If I would move to Manitoba just so I could live somewhere that was run by a guy like Wob Canoe. Here is a clip of him on CTV News talking about like the tariffs and everything, and just hear what he has to say.
It almost seems like, you know, we know that it works and we see that it is effective because it is getting their attention. But do you think that it makes enough sense that it could be hindering our ability to get back to the table here?
I don't know. Maybe we should up the ante. Maybe we should say that they need to release the Epstein files, and then we'll remove the booze ban. Donald Trump obviously does not like talking about the Epstein files because he's mentioned in there so often. And he does very erratic things to try and change the channel whenever the domestic pressure is growing on it. So maybe we should put that on the table and then say that that's when the booze will come back, when they release the rest of the Epstein files. So we're in a negotiation. There's a lot of bluster, a lot of heat, a lot of tough talk coming from the American side. We have a card that works with these booze bans. I don't think we should give it up. We should play our cards right.
I fucking love this. I think he's absolutely correct. Fuck yes. Make them fucking release the Epstein files before you give you back fucking booze. Fuck yes. Love Wob Canoe. You are amazing. Ah! You're just fantastic, dude. And I think he's absolutely correct. Release the Epstein files. Then we'll fucking talk. Alright, y'all. That's all I really have to say about all of the things that we talked about. Thank you for taking a moment with me today. You are beautiful. How you doing, Eugene? Dad's done, baby. We can play now. Want to play? You got 2 bones here. Which bone do you want to play with? Which bone? Such a good man. Alright, y'all. We'll talk to you later. If you like this video, please thumbs it up. Make sure you're subscribing. Share this video with your friends. Bye!